Hello, and welcome to this comprehensive guide to the Debug GEOmatic AI interface. This administration page gives you a live, privacy-respecting snapshot of the plugin's health and automation. It's your diagnostic hub to ensure that everything is working perfectly. What is this page for? The debug interface allows you to monitor plugin health in real time, quickly diagnose potential issues, perform preventive maintenance, control automations and scheduling, and export diagnostic data, so you can make better use of them. So here we are on the GEOmatic AI Debug mode page. Here you have the quick actions. So you have the API badge, the WP-Cron badge, the memory badge, summary, and bot. So the API badge is for warning, missing, clear, and open AI. Batch WP-Cron, so a qualifying handicap and WordPress on-off. Memory is for current PHP memory usage versus the limit, with a colored gauge. Okay, warning error. The batch summary shows how many published items have been summarized by AI, and the percentage of site coverage and the comparator bots during visits from registered bots. So, for the quick action, the first button, P connection, checks your connection to the API regarding OpenAI and updates the badges. 2 statuses as a result. The WP-Cron key, this one is activated on your site. It is deactivated in wp-confine.pub.php. You will see a mayor's notice. Regarding the cron, it records and refreshes the plugin's scheduled tasks. If they are missing, a warning confirms the synchronization. So, force the run. It immediately triggers the daily scan and the summary generator, which is useful after bulk edits on your site. The clean log clears the last error markers to help start a diagnosis. Refreshed. As for the Ruing Now app, when available, it instantly reapplies the wiring. These features allow toggled features to go live without waiting. Each button displays an inline notice, so you always know exactly what happened. As indicated just below, in the captions, you can refer either above or below for the color coding. The Shutterlist section for Scatterhouse next execution. This blog lists the scheduled events of the plugin, with local GMT timestamps for the next execution. If the list is empty, use 5 timers. You can also rely on a server-side cron if WP-Cron is disabled. Here, in the health details section, so the health details, do you have the key? OpenAI, the WP-Cron for memories, the payment summary, the AI bot visit, your WordPress site version, whether updates are enabled or not, and the last AI error, if there is one, just in case. You can also find all this information in much greater detail in the documentation. You also have the little info pop-ups in case you really have an issue, to avoid having to go back to the docs. You click on it, and a small window gives you plenty of information on the subject. Back to debugging. Just below, here, you have Open Cockpit, the 6 different menus that correspond to the menu here in the GEOmatic AI plugin. Now that the buttons have been introduced, I'll walk you through a typical workflow. Step 1. Quick Diagnostic. Scan the badges to confirm that the API cron and memory appear healthy. Step 2. Verification Planning. Open Scandals to make sure your automation runs are scheduled, or click on 5 crons. It's that simple. Step 3. Preventive Action. Use Quick Action Pester. The API force a run after major updates or clear the markers before a fresh check. Step 4. Documentation. Here, you can use the button to export a CSV and keep a weekly record for OPS or support. GEOmatic's best practices. Treat debug as your first stop. Make debug your first stop when something seems off. The badges and the health table will show you what's happening here, and usually the root cause as well. Managing WP-Crons. If WP-Cron is disabled by your host or configuration, schedule tasks on the server side and use Synchron. Do it once to save them. The button is located right here at the top. API maintenance. Keep API tests green before pushing content. It saves time later on. Color interpretation. Green means, okay, everything is working normally. Orange means warning, attention needed, but not urgent or critical. Red means error, a problem requiring immediate action. Blue color, information for reference, no problem. As you can see here, info, error, warning, or OK. It applies here in the Health Detail menu. I'm going to run a test to prove that GEOmatic really does work in practice, and that it is 100% automated, connects externally, and retrieves information from your own site. Common problem resolution. Red API badge. Check that your OpenAI key is entered correctly. Test the connection with the dedicated button. Check your API quotas on the OpenAI side. WP-Cron disabled. Check your VPE.php file. Set up a Chrome system at the RTP level if necessary. Use Synchron to re-register the tasks. Button located above. Sometimes the memory may be insufficient. It's better to increase the PHP limit in your hosting. Optimize the other plugins if necessary. Contact your hosting provider or a developer. Missing scheduling, utility, use Synchron to re-register it. Check that your WP-Cron is working. Consider an alternative Chrome system. Use the CSV export here for regular monitoring, export information, technical support, share exports with us for faster diagnostics, operational documentation, keep archives. In the maintenance documentation, to see exactly what happened, for example, on day 1 and day 7. Daily clarification. Take a quick look at the bottom of each day. Monthly maintenance. Analyze trends in the exports, optimize according to observed patterns, update procedures if necessary. I will do a quick test with an invalid OpenAI key and with a valid OpenAI key. Let's test it. Live API connection test. The result here is normal, completely invalid because the API is not valid. Check, cron, validate, synchronous, validate, synchronize, force the run, OK. Perfect, scan plus summary. We can delete the logs or even apply a full connection by pressing ruin. Let's now test with a real API key. I'm going to get a real key. API inserted into OpenAI key right here in the menu on the right instead of this API key which was malfunctioning. I replace it. I've just inserted the correct key. I save. I go back to the menu. Debug. There, you can see it there. I come here. I test the API connection, as you can see here. It's showing up in red, so that means there's an error. Now with the new key, everything should turn green. And there you go. It appears that, as proof of necessity, GEOmatic is working and properly configured. You can see the AI bot visiting the test site 63. You can also find it in bot detection. Conclusion. The GEOmatic AI Debug interface is your technical control center to keep the plugin in perfect condition. With its visual badges to stamp, its diagnostic tools, and its export capabilities, you have everything you need for proactive and efficient maintenance. This privacy-friendly monitoring approach gives you the necessary capabilities without exposing sensitive information, while providing tools to quickly address and resolve potential issues. Thank you for your attention, and make full use of these diagnostic tools to keep GEOmatic AI performing at its best. So I'll see you in the next video.